doing some errands, and this morning my husband and I managed to unexpectedly get a workout in, and I want to talk about it because we had such a great conversation afterwards. And a quick moment pause for my favorite shirt. My mother-in-law got the stain out of it. So we'd be wearing it more often than I already wear it. But yes, so this morning we like to go on a family walk in the morning when like Flo gets up at like 6, and we usually like by 6:30 or 7 go out on a family walk, but it was raining today. And so my husband was like, I feel like getting a workout in. I said, you know what, go, like you go. It's like really important that you get a workout in. We'll hang. We might come downstairs and say hi and see how it goes. So as he was downstairs, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna put my gym clothes on and I'm gonna try and just, even if I get like 2 exercises in, you know what? It's enough. And it was so fun. She was so great. She just sat in her stroller and like giggled and laughed at us. We played like the Muffin Man and Old MacDonald blasting from our phones, and it ended up being such a fun workout. And my husband and I were just saying afterwards that sometimes we don't even attempt to do a workout at all because it's not going to be like the best workout, you know, hour long, all the muscle groups. But like, it was so great. It was just half an hour. We just had so much fun. We danced around to the Muffin Man, and she just had a great time. And we were just like, you know what? This is good. Like, even if we can do this every once in a while, it's awesome. So anyways, I just wanted to share that. And also to equalize things, I will very much admit that after a week-long meal prep, or doing meal prep on Sunday for the week, we totally caved and got pizza last night. Yeah, I know, we did. And whoops, so it's everything in moderation, back on our meals today, and it was just so great. Hello. Okay, I'm gonna pick up where we left off. I apologize, I look sweaty because I am. I was just crawling underneath this desk to try and plug this stupid light in. I wanted to share and jump off the conversation I was just having in the car with you, but I wanted to share what I'm learning about loving to move my body in this season of my life. And I'm currently still learning, but as I mentioned in my first video, I grew up in competitive sports. So anytime I was doing anything fitness related, it was with an end goal in mind. It was completely time-bound, specific, measurable, all the things. And I just went through such a shift in pregnancy when it came to just the love of movement without these rigid goals. I just remember feeling at a certain point when I would go to the gym and I would get there and I'd look in the mirror, and every single time I got to the gym, I was bigger than the time before. And it was just like such a shift for me. And in the same breath, I was so incredibly grateful to be growing this human, feeling this human kick and move as I'm doing my squats and my weights. And it was just the most beautiful, crazy mind shift for me, where I just really grew to appreciate and love the movement of my body without those goals in mind. And I think it was difficult and crazy, and the shift was just like beyond anything that I could ever imagine. I think your first pregnancy is just like, it's really hard to describe how wild it is, but I felt better. I felt more clear. I felt stronger when I was just doing any kind of movement in my body. And it was, I threw away the goals of like number of sets and number of, pounds that I'm lifting and whatever. And I focused a lot on body weight exercises and just like feeling my muscles like go through a certain pathway. Like I feel like I had a bit more like mind-body connection that just naturally, I was also like wobbling all over the place. So I had to like really think about like balancing and like, what muscle am I trying to work here? Oh my gosh, just thinking back, I could maybe throw a video in here. Yeah, it was such a wonderful shift for me that was very healing in terms of my relationship with fitness and gym, and not necessarily needing to be so hard on myself and rigid. And I'm still learning that. My example this morning was like pure example of just, fit it in any amount of time. It doesn't need to be a complete back and bis or chest and tries, full on workout, but just like getting up and moving your body. You'll see a lot of videos of me on walks taking a video, because honestly, it's some of the moments where I feel most clear in my head. I just feel like rejuvenated. I feel like energized. I feel connected to myself, to nature, to my daughter if she's with me. And it's just been so beautiful to experience all these different types of movements for a different purpose than a specific goal. Now, don't get me wrong, I still love a good goal, and there are some things that I would like to do postpartum just to strive for something, and I do still love that. I will be first to admit I really love setting goals and working towards them, but I'm also learning to be okay with moving at a slower, more not hardcore pace. Something that I'm still working on and still learning to give myself grace. And we're awake. We're awake from our nap. So just quickly learning to give myself grace, show up and just move, because I love the sake of just love movement, and I'm so grateful for a body that moves. And I will continue to share what I'm learning through this, but I just want to say, if you're feeling stuck or lack of motivation, or just you're not sure what to do in terms of fitness, and it's good for you, that it's something you should be doing more of, one thing that I've really strived to do is just make sure that it's something I enjoy. I love going for walks. I just personally love weightlifting. I love playing tennis. I love, there's things I don't love. I don't love running. I think just the best way to get started is just gravitate towards something you like or love. Go on a walk with a friend. I love making dates with my friends, centered around walks or adventures or hikes. It's just such a lovely way to connect. They say that walks are some of the best way to connect with people, because you don't have that direct eye-to-eye contact, and it's more like free-flowing environment. And it's a great way to also catch up with a friend and or your husband or wife or whoever it might be. And just gravitate towards something you love. It'll be so much easier to stick with it longer term. And also, life's too short. Pick something you like and enjoy, and just enjoy it. And I'm gonna go grab her from her nap, but thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. I will be right alongside you, learning how to give myself grace and just be grateful for a body that moves without so much rigidity around it. So thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Excuse